So you wanted to create the burst portfolio into Behance, but you don't know how to get started. I'm going to show you the elements, the things, and even the own custom features that can help you to have the best portfolio so far. So to get started, first of all, I'm going to leave the link down below in the description so you can have an actual free Behance ID. Now, Behance is an actual application that was created with Adobe. So to get started, you must have an actual Adobe account in order to get started. Now, Behance is an actual application that can be helping you to get started and let's say showcase your work and even get started and look out for people that can be helping you to let's say get some work and get some things done. So to get started, first of all, I sign into Adobe. So once we are here into Adobe, let's go into your profile. Once here we are into our profile, what you wanted to do is to get started with your actual new portfolio. So let's understand the Behance platform first of all. Now before you start creating a portfolio, just first of all understand how the Behance works. If you go directly here into Explore, let's go for the Behance section. You can see that we have the For You and the following elements. You can see that we have a lot of familiarization, project pages, collections, and even some activity feed. So take note of the types of projects and content that the platform does well with the actual Behance. And if you're trying to focus with something, let's say for example for filmmaking, whatever, I look out here into the upper side and I go for searched and I type film making or film video editing, whatever. So I go for filmmaking short. So inside the niche that I would like to get started, as you can see, we do have elements focusing, for example, short silent movie, stop motion portfolio, LED memory, roll call, filmmaking, and as you can see, this one comes with 61 likes, 1 like, 2 likes, 15 likes, 2 likes. So the more attractive element here should be this one. So you can just figure out which kind of elements would you like to use it, of course, as an inspiration to get started with focusing, which is the best portfolio. There's not a lot of formula in figuring out which is like the best solution for you. You can just try it out and figure out which are the more attractive elements. So as you can see, it doesn't matter if you have an image with nothing else, but if you have something with a title and something much more trickier, in this case for filmmaking, you have something much more interesting. You can have something much more interesting. So for example, I can show you this one actually comes with a really great, as you can see here it is. So I have a lot of likes, a lot of views, and you can use that information, you can use all of those showcases to of course get started there. So with that being said, I can just look out here for the upper side and get started of course with my portfolio. So into creating my portfolio, taking time to plan this out. So I now think about the plan of work I wanted to showcase. I consider my target audience and what you wanted to take away from the portfolio. So once I plan all in place, let's create one project. Each project should showcase a specific piece of your work, whether it's a design, whether it's an illustration, a photography, or other creative endeavor. So be sure that you have added high quality images, really descriptive videos, and a lot of elements that can help you to showcase your work. It's not only about what you can see in here, but the more information you have into one place, the better. Let's go into the Behance profile, and it has my Behance profile. I'm going to go here into work. Here into work, we can just add a new project. So I go for show my work and I go for project. Here, as you can see, I have all the content that I can add. So I can start building my project. So here I can add my image. Inside this image, what I can do is to add much more stuff, for example, text. Inside text, what I can do is to tell a little bit more about my work. So I can add much more files, I can edit the product and edit my type, I can edit the prototype, and much more elements. Usually what we do is to make sure that you do have all of those elements directly into one image, because if you have the title, you have the image and a little bit more description about the product, nobody's going to watch it. But if you ended up adding something like a YouTube thumbnail, it's going to be a little bit much more attractive. So now into this example, for example, I have an image, I have a title, I have the description, and what it is about this project. So everything is showcased into just one amethyst. I don't need to add much more elements because everything should not be embedded into my project. So usually what I do is that if you want to attach more elements, for example, if this is from YouTube, I embedded an actual code and I can add this actual code directly inside there. So I can go directly into continue, and here I have the project title, the project text, the suggested text, and how would you like to categorize this project, the Behance visibility, the copyright license, the content, and so much more. So guys, it's a really easy tutorial how you can get started by adding much more elements for your portfolio. If you wanted to add much more elements and having an actual portfolio designed only for Adobe, then you wanted to try out Adobe portfolio and not only Behance. So guys, with that being said, we can now reach to the very end of the video. But don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you want to see much more elements how you can get started using the Behance Adobe portfolio elements. Thank you so much for watching the video, guys. Hopefully with all that being said, we can see you to a brand new section of TechSpressed. See you next time.